What's going on, fellow DC fans? Hope you're having a pretty good day. I got some Snyder Cut news for you today, some DC news as well, and some Army of the Dead posters that Zack Snyder dropped today. Look, Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's very hard to see the potential of more of this universe because HBOMAX have been pretty silent. Jason Kilar have been pretty silent, and they've tried to bring out other DC news to kind of swamp Snyder Cut's success. And there's no doubt about it. The Snyder Cut was a success. I don't care what anyone says. They may not show us the numbers, but look at the international want for this movie. Look at the talk, the buzz online. It definitely did pretty well. There's no doubt about that. And it doesn't have to beat Mortal Kombat or Godzilla v Kong or 1184 because those movies were intended to come out in theaters. The only reason they're on HBO Max was because of COVID. People signed up to HBO Max in May of 2020 because the Snyder Cut was going to be on it. You know, a lot of people did. And then when the trailer came out, then when the release date did. So to actually gauge how well Zack Snyder's Justice League did compared to those other movies wouldn't really be fair because Zack Snyder's Justice League is a HBO Max original. And I guarantee you it's the most successful HBO Max original. Just go to the HBO Max YouTube channel. What's the most viewed trailer? Zack Snyder's Justice League. But yes, it's out on PVOD to rent right now. I think the Blu-ray is coming pretty soon as well, sometime in May. So definitely support that if you can. But at the moment, if you purchase it online, that's pretty good because Zack Snyder's Justice League debuts at number 1 on the official film chart, which is absolutely awesome. It follows a major campaign to have the extended version of the film released. Get ready for the hashtag Snyder Cut as Zack Snyder's Justice League goes straight to number 1 on the official film chart on digital downloads only. So that's awesome. And it shows the international want for this movie big time. And it's a shame that HBO Max don't care about international viewers because all they care about is viewership in the territories that HBO Max exists. And for me, that's really annoying. It really is. They don't care about us unless we have HBO Max. I don't have HBO Max here, and I can't support HBO Max, but I shouldn't be ignored, you know, because I'm spending money to watch this movie. I want to watch a HBO Max original, and I've said how HBO Max have treated some of their property is pretty bad. If they came out and said Zack Snyder's Justice League did this domestically, it did this internationally, they could praise it as, wow, look at what this HBO Max original did all around the world. But they're just completely ignoring it, which I think is absolutely terrible. The release follows a long fan campaign to release the Snyder Cut of Justice League after Joss Whedon took over directing the film's theatrical version when Snyder departed following a family bereavement. And I'll talk about the 2017 version of Justice League and what Warner Brothers did as well, which is pretty bad. The new release lands 9,000 sales ahead of its closest competition. Fellow DCU film and former 6-week number 1 holder, Wonder Woman 1984, originally released in March 2021 on Sky Cinema, that's the platform we have here to watch that, Zack Snyder's Justice League is an extended cut of 2017's film Justice League, which clocks in at 4 hours long. So that's awesome. 9,000 sales, and I hope that increases as the weeks go on, and I'm sure the Blu-rays will be pretty big as well. But let's get on to what Warner Brothers did, which I thought was very disrespectful, considering everything that happened with Justice League 2017. So they put out a 4K trailer, not for Zack Snyder's Justice League, but for the 2017 version that was directed by Joss Whedon, with Joss Whedon scenes in it. And if you remember, Ray Fisher's had his problems with Walter Hamada, he's had his problems with Joss Whedon, calling out Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, and a big investigation went into Justice League 2017 over that involvement of those people and the way they treated people and some of the stories that were brought up. A big investigation did happen. Joss Whedon has stepped away from all his project. Jeff Johns isn't really at the front of anything anymore, really. And they put out this trailer, Justice League 4K trailer, Warner Brothers Entertainment. This is from a US YouTube channel for Warner Brothers. So look, it has 190,000 views, probably has over 2,000 now. Look at the like to dislike ratio, 1.6 thousand likes and 24,000 dislikes. So it shows there that people aren't happy with this whatsoever. They're toning it down. This is disrespectful, I think, to put out a 4K trailer like this. You know, I think they want to get on the hype of the Snyder Cut. Maybe fans out there will pick up a Justice League DVD thinking it's the Snyder Cut. Or maybe they've heard of this Snyder Cut and they think, oh, I might check out this movie. It's supposed to have new scenes, and they buy the 4K trailer, and people are like, oh my god, this is the same movie I watched years ago. It's probably just a way to make a quick buck, and I think it's disrespectful. I really do. But look, people have spoken. The down likes are clear to be seen, and I just think it's very disrespectful to all the people that were involved in that investigation to actually entertain this movie. And as Zach said, Warner Brothers look at this movie as canon, which is ridiculous to look at this movie as canon. Not just about what happened behind the scenes, but the quality, the performances, the direction of the actual story. So I wouldn't be surprised that DC fandom, if they announced Justice League 2 as a direct sequel to the Whedon cut. I would not be surprised whatsoever. And we have DC fandom as well coming in October, which I'm excited for, to get a look at the Batman, Black Adam, Flash, movies like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they announced JL2 and it's a continuation of the Josh Whedon story. Now, they probably wouldn't, they just take the story beats from Justice League 17, but ignore all the shitty parts, but actually have a Justice League 2. And I've already talked about on the channel who I think that Justice League will be in the future as well. So, yeah. But Ohio Dave, who knows Zack Snyder, very big voice in the Snyder Cut movement as well, has been for years. He put it up on Vero. He goes downvote, downvote, downvote to this trailer. And Zack Snyder, of course, got to see this, and he goes crossing the line. And it was crossing the line from Warner Brothers. Big time crossing the line. And I was pissed off at it, and many people were pissed off, and rightly so, I think. Big time, just shows Warner Brothers just how bad they really are. And I hope Zack Snyder goes to Netflix. I really do. And I hope he has a successful film with Netflix, and I think he will. There's already a franchise building. And if you guys seen the news today, Invincible is announced for a season 2 and 3. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was such a big success, they announced a movie. Those other platforms are thriving because they listen to their consumers, the people who are willing to pay the money. While Warner Brothers are trying to make these... I don't know what they're trying to do. I really don't, because as I said in the streams I had the last few days, when these theatrical movies like Matrix, Godzilla v. Kong, Wonder Woman 84, when they have sequels, they'll take place in theatres. They won't be on HBOMAX the first day. Not a chance, because box office is opening, vaccines is happening. People want to go to theatres, people want to go out. So what do HBO Max have as originals to get people to subscribe right now? I know they have loads of shows in development, but guys, they're in development, But Warner Brothers UK, fair play to them, put up the a video today showing An Age of Heroes, unlike any other. Zack Snyder's Justice League is #1 on the official charts, available on digital download now. So fair play, they acknowledge the Snyder Cut, something that HBO Max haven't really done, and Warner Media never really marketed Zack Snyder's Justice League whatsoever. Jason Killar has been very silent about this as well, which I think is I'm surprised. I really am surprised. Big time. But yeah, that was just kind of annoying to see all that kind of stuff. But Zack Snyder has another movie coming, a zombie epic heist movie coming to Netflix and theaters, actually, and it's actually going to be in some theaters in Europe. I think Spain is one of them anyway. I don't think it's going to come here because we're not even fully open yet, but hopefully you guys get to see it in the big screen. I'm sure it's awesome. Comes out May 23rd, I think, on Netflix, and it's theaters, I think, 10 days beforehand or something like that, around that. So that's awesome. The character posters look pretty cool. Zach posted them all, giving a description of the characters. Awesome look at Zeus, Dave Bautista's character. So yeah, looking forward to this movie big time. I'm sure it's going to be a big hit with a diverse cast, and of course on Netflix. But yeah, just disrespectful stuff from Warner Bros. Big time. No releasing of the numbers, no engagement with the Snyder Cut fan base whatsoever, or saying that the movie did this well, when they're praising Mortal Kombat, Godzilla v. Kong and Wonder Woman, which I think is laughable, because those movies, as I said, are not HBO Max originals. They're not. Zack Snyder's Justice League is. The Flight Attendant is. The Witches movie with Anna Hathaway. Those are HBO Max originals, but yet they're praising these theatrical movies that won't even be there in a year or two from now when they have sequels. So yeah, that's all the news I kind of have for you today, guys, about those kind of things. But when the Blu-ray of Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out, definitely buy it, show its support, and I think it will show a lot. And let's show HBO Max that international fans mean something. We have a voice, we have money, we're willing to pay for the product, and we're a big part of the Snyder Cut's success. It's not just US only that the Snyder Cut fan base exists. It's internationally, all over the world. All over the world, people have showed their support for this movie, wanted this movie, looked for it for years, were worried that it wouldn't get to see it the exact same day everyone else did who had HBO Max. And that's another bad management from HBO Max, that they're not internationally around the world like a Netflix, Disney Plus, like an Amazon. When those streaming services are thriving, and HBO Max is doing pretty well. Okay, not breaking any numbers or anything, but they're doing okay. But that's because of these big theatrical movies, I think, as well. But they'll never tell us how the Snyder Cut did, which is unfortunate, big time, and they're trying to bury this film's success. And it was a success. I don't care what anyone says. It was an absolutely huge movie. But guys, as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Come follow me on all the social medias. Movies That Matter. Instagram, I'm doing some reviews of movies that I wouldn't do on the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you went over, give me a follow and a like. Guys, enjoy, and hopefully things will look up in the future.